Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford, Paddock. I'm Adam McKola, and I am smiling. I swear to God, I did not expect that. There was even one point in the game where I kind of went, I would settle if this finished 1-1, because it didn't look like Manchester United could get going, could get a goal, could rescue anything out of this game. And after the opening 10-15 minutes, after Atletico Madrid had scored the first goal after 7 minutes through João Felix, fantastic cross, fantastic header, we feared the worst. We feared a spanking, to be totally honest with you. Manchester United were getting overrun all over the place. Overrun in midfield. Bruno Fernandes gave the ball away about 4 times in the opening 10 minutes. He was frustrated, arguing with everybody, constantly moaning, not happy at all. Paul Pogba was closed down constantly by 2-3 players by Atletico Madrid. It was like they realised if we close him down out of this game, a lot of Manchester United's creativity is gone, and therefore they won't score a goal. And it actually worked for them, because every time Paul Pogba got on the ball, it was 2-3 players around him, led by Kondogbia, who had a fantastic game for them in midfield, and Paul Pogba was closed out of it. Like a quarterback for an American football team, as people come looking for that sack. It was exactly what happened to him, and he did get a couple of sacks early on in that game. A frustrating game as well for Paul Pogba. Midfield was so poor, so poor today, and it didn't help the rest of the team, because it then meant your front three, who today was Sancho, Ronaldo and Rashford, were just disjointed and left out of the game, left frustrated. And ultimately, that's where United suffered in the first half. Atletico Madrid were pressing us high, getting in our faces, getting the frustrating tackles in, where it's probably a little foul, but they'll give the foul. They'll go over the top on Cristiano Ronaldo a few times, frustrate him. They were getting in there. And you can tell this is a team, this is a squad led by a manager that's taken them to how many Champions League finals? A couple of league titles. Yes, they're missing some key players today. They were missing Griezmann, Suarez, Koke, Carrasco as well, I think. They've let go Saul Niguez in recent years and a few other players. This is a team that, has chopped and changed things, isn't in the greatest of form, but you could tell they have that know-how for the Champions League. They have that experience, and we don't have a lot of it in that team. Yes, we've got Varane, we've got Ronaldo, players that are multiple winners of the Champions League. But apart from that, you're looking around, and you look at Bruno Fernandes in that first half, and he epitomised United, frustrated, constantly giving the ball away. He twatted something over the bar, and you think, what are you doing, Bruno? Just relax. And it seemed like it was a one-off knockout game in that first half. Everyone was rushing everything. As soon as we conceded, it was like they forgot that we had another 80 minutes plus another game at Old Trafford to go. And we needed just a little bit of experience, a little bit of know-how, calm that shit down. Unfortunately, it wouldn't happen until the second half, when Ralf Rangnick's substitutions came into the mix. Again, much like I did at the weekend, I questioned them. I was thinking, why Paul Pogba? Surely if you're going to improve the midfield, you allow now MATIC to come in. You give Pogba an opportunity to get on the ball and find a little bit of freedom, because MATIC come in and he balanced that midfield down so well. He stood there in front of the centre-backs. And it's simple things. Maguire comes forward for a header. MATIC will drop just behind him to protect him in case the ball goes over him. In terms of holding on to his position, holding on to the ball and making sure that the front, the players in front of him have got something to work off. Fred didn't do that well enough. And it shows you we've only got one player that's used to playing the holding midfield role. That's Nemanja Matic, and he hasn't got the legs to do it, unfortunately. Today he gave us a huge half an hour, and I think Nemanja Matic changed the game for Manchester United. That substitution particularly changed the game. Also, the fullbacks coming into it. I thought Victor Lindelof considering he was played out of position at fullback, had a decent game, brought the ball forward. He wasn't too bad for Manchester United, but you could tell the difference when we brought Wan-Bissaka on and Alex Telles on the other side, who was getting balls into the box. And again, Telles for me looking like he's edged ahead of Luke Shaw, where you're asking what the hell has happened to Luke Shaw. I really can't tell. But today, Atletico Madrid did really well in frustrating some of our best players in that first half. We were looking for something to change. The changes came. A lot of us, maybe, including me, definitely disagreed with the subs, but the subs worked. Nemanja Matic was excellent in terms of holding that midfield down, and it allowed us to build with something. I was saying, take Bruno off. Look at him. He's not doing anything at the moment. He's just wasting everything. And then he goes and gets another assist. And that's exactly what Bruno Fernandes does, giving the ball to Anthony Elanga, who scored. And we saw Vlahovic with a similar finish the other day in the Champions League. Fantastic finish by Anthony Elanga. And you think, is he a young winger? You know, you wouldn't expect him to have that finesse, that finishing ability. It was like watching Van Nistelrooy running through on goal with the way, you know, it kind of looks like he half scuffs it because he just does enough to get it in between the two sticks. Fantastic goal by Anthony Elanga. And after he missed that penalty against Middlesbrough, you kind of fear the worst for a young kid. But for him to get crucial goals against Leeds and Atletico Madrid inside a week, his confidence will be back. Man United will have a bit more confidence now going into that second leg. We have to do something about that midfield. In my opinion, it shows you how important it is that we go into the market and buy a holding midfielder in the summer. Because for me, Fred and McTominay aren't good enough. But today's game also showed you that maybe without MATIC being able to play 90 minutes, we missed being able to play McTominay and Fred. Because in my opinion, Rashford shouldn't really be starting this game in the form that he's in. You play Pogba out there on the left with McTominay and Fred sitting there. Pogba probably has a little less, players closing him down consistently and has more opportunity to do something. I'd maybe consider going that way in the game at Old Trafford, but that's still a long way to go. You know, many things can change in terms of injuries and stuff, but fantastic result in the end. We got the goal. Obviously, no away goals now. You take them to Old Trafford. You beat them in 90 minutes or after extra time. Our job is simple. So it wasn't a classic. It wasn't vintage stuff from United. But in terms of an away result against a very good Atletico Madrid team, I say very good. I know they're not in the form at the moment, but they're still a very good Champions League team. A good result for United, thankfully. But yeah, I think Matic changed the game today. But we need to do something to get that midfield working where we can get more out of Bruno and Pogba. Because the day we lost them in this game, and for me, Bruno, Pogba, once you lose them, you then lose Sancho and Ronaldo because you've got no one providing them with the ball. So, yeah, thrilled with that goal. Thrilled with the Elanga goal. Thrilled with the Elanga song. Delighted to be back into this game. And the Knockouts Champions League, there's nothing quite like it, is it? Can't wait for that second leg at Old Trafford. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. Obviously, I'm here in Manchester. We got Jay and James Young over there in Madrid. You can check out our Instagram story for more from them, and they'll be giving us some reaction as well later on. But thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep it locked. Manchester United, crucial goal, crucial draw in the Champions League. And now we bring him to Old Trafford. Let's do him there. See you next time.